What's up? Merry Christmas. We are about to get festive. As you can tell, I am bringing on the Christmas festivities today with my light up little antler ears here. Today we are going to be making some brownies that look like Christmas trees that are really Christmassy and cute. And then we're also going to be making my famous Oreo truffle balls. I've been making these for years. They're super easy and they're fun to make, and you can like dress them up for any holiday that you want. Also, I need to put my apron on. Oh my gosh, yes, it fits. Making it work. Always gotta have the Diet Coke. Got my recipe book here filled with all of my favorite recipes, and we're gonna be using my cookie frosting recipe first to make the frosting for the different stuff. For this, you're gonna want to use a pretty big bowl, and then you're gonna use a whole cup of Crisco, which is like a whole bar of it. And I know that probably grosses a lot of people out, and me too, to be honest, but the Crisco makes it so it stays like crispier and it doesn't fall, so it's better for decorating cookies instead of doing like a buttercream. So I'm just dumping that whole thing in there. We need a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm also going to put all the recipes in the description. This recipe calls for almond extract, but I've tried it and I don't really like the almond extract, but you can do that if you like almonds. And for this recipe, you need an entire 2-pound bag of powdered sugar. I just use a fork to mix this, but before you put in the sugar, you're going to want to mix together, kind of like mash the Crisco in with the vanilla extract that we just put in. Just kind of mix that together. And then you're going to want to slowly mix in the powdered sugar because it's going to be super hard to mix it all together if you just dump it in at once. And it says to like do a cup at a time, but I'm not going to measure that out. I just put some in there. Okay, this part, honestly, to get all the powdered sugar mixed in, it takes a little while, so I'm going to turn off the camera right now just to save battery, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm like halfway through getting this bag of powdered sugar mixed in there, and it's starting to become really dry, so this is when I start adding in the heavy whipping cream. So the recipe calls for half a cup or more of whipping cream. It's kind of up to you depending on the consistency you want. So I honestly don't even measure it. I just do a little bit of whipping cream at a time when it starts getting really dry. So that way I can like finish mixing in the powdered sugar. And then, yeah, just kind of eyeball it, to be honest. We're not really exact over here in the Ellen's Eats kitchen. Oh yeah. I'm gonna add in more powdered sugar. Ooh. Alright, so once I get my icing all mixed up, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of it into just paper bowls. That way it's easier to clean out. This way I can separate them to color them differently so we can have some different colors to play with. Okay, now I got some food coloring. Okay, so I said I needed green. Got my green, and I'm gonna do some blue. And I honestly don't even know how many drops you're supposed to do. I, again, just guess. And then orange. Okay, I guess I just mix yellow and red. Alright, and our icing is done. Okay, now let's get on to making these Ghirardelli brownies. If you've never tried these, they're seriously the best. I haven't found like a homemade brownie recipe that's better. These obviously are super easy. I say as I struggle. Oh, I need to preheat the oven. 325. I need 1/4 cup of water. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna make it all the way over here without spilling it. And then it calls for a 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, but I, for the life of me, can't find the 1/3 cup, so we're keeping it real on this channel. I am just gonna use a 1/2 cup and fill it up, like, not all the way. Keeping it real. I've been doing a lot of cooking recently. Still, oh my gosh, that was awful. I'm no good at cracking eggs. And now we're just gonna mix this baby together, and bing bang boom, I basically just made brownies from scratch. And this batter, I know it says not to eat the batter, but are you kidding me? No, I'm not gonna eat the batter. I'm gonna make Christmas trees. Spray your pan down. Oh yeah, girl. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I feel like this is not enough batter for this pan. No! Okay, this is supposed to be a tutorial and not a fail video, and it's turning into that. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm a perfect cook, you guys. Like, I said I enjoy cooking, which is true, so I figured I would do some videos on things that I enjoy, i.e. cooking and baking, and so I'm doing it, but I'm not pretending to be Martha Stewart. I'm not. I'm not gonna eat the batter. I'm not gonna eat the batter. Still waiting for the oven to preheat, so I can't put that in yet, but we can go ahead and start on our Oreo truffles, which I have made these so many times for so many boyfriends. That was my little treat. It's true, guys. Like, the way to anybody's heart is through their stomach. Okay, so I just take the whole package, put them in there, put it in this bag, and then we're just about to go ham and smash this up into a bunch of little pieces. Alright, and again, this is a super easy recipe because all you do is mash up those Oreos and then you get some cream cheese and put it in there. I like to leave the cream cheese out for like an hour or so before I do this, that way it's softened. Honestly, I've never done it this way, but you could just put the cream cheese in the bag. So just dump the whole thing of cream cheese in there, and then I'm gonna just close the bag again and mush this together to the best of my ability. My oven is preheated, so I'm going to just throw this in the oven for 39 to 43 minutes. Okay, then you're going to need a baking sheet and some parchment paper, so I'm going to grab that. I guess I'm out of parchment paper, so I'm just going to use aluminum foil, but whatever. And then make sure you have clean hands. I just washed my hands, and we're going to start taking these out and forming them into balls, which are going to be the snowman's head. And this is the messy part, but it's worth it. Now I'm going to just make little balls as big as you want. I think they kind of taste better when they're smaller, but I'll make these at like Halloween or Valentine's Day, and instead of doing the decorations I'm going to do today, I'll just do like regular milk chocolate with like a white chocolate drizzle, sprinkles on top, or you know, you can do whatever you want. You can like change it to be any holiday. And it's super easy because you just go to the store and grab a whole pack of Oreos, a whole thing of cream cheese, you know, like no measuring. That's my kind of recipe. Okay, now I'm going to just go wash my hands and then put these things in the fridge so that they can harden up a little bit before we dip them in the chocolate. We're back. Brownies are out of the oven. The Oreo truffles have cooled down. And we're about to melt some chocolate and turn these things into snowmen. This looks easy. It just says microwave on high for 60 seconds. Woo! Looking good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just take these things, our snowmen, and roll them around. Alright. Okay, now while the chocolate's still kind of hot, we're going to put the hats on, and for the hats I'm using mini Oreos. I got a big like box of a bunch of these little packets of the mini Oreos. Okay, so I'm going to just take a hat and like put it on the side of its head kind of to make it look like a hat. Okay, now I'm going to just put some of my orange frosting into a little bag, and then I'm going to cut a hole in the bag, that way we can pipe it on as their noses. I think they already look adorable. Okay, now I'm going to use black gel icing because you can't really make your own black icing, otherwise I would have made my own. Now I'm going to just use this and make little smiley faces on them. Alright, now lastly we're going to do the eyes, and I made some blue frosting for these snowman's eyes. How freaking cute are my snowmen? Okay, I'm going to just put these back in the fridge so this icing and stuff can just harden up. Oh my gosh, I forgot 2 of their eyes! I'm sorry, you guys. Alright, it is now brownie time. Okay, so we're trying to cut these into trees. So we're going to do triangle shapes. I think I'm going to do a few, like 2 cuts this way, and then we'll do the triangle shapes. Oh no, I suck at this. Okay, so now we're gonna turn these things into trees. We're gonna use some candy canes to make the stems. So obviously just peel some wrappers off the candy canes. And then I guess just break it. And then we're just gonna stick this into the bottom of the brownie to act like the trunk of the tree. Cute. Right, now it is time to decorate with some green icing. I'm gonna just put this into a bag so that we can pipe it onto the little trees. Okay, now I'm gonna start doing the icing on these, and I'm gonna just do little zigzags up and down the Christmas tree. Now we're gonna decorate our Christmas trees. Ideally, if you have some kind of little like star sprinkle, that'd be perfect to put on the top of the tree, but I don't think I have anything like that. I just have these like Christmas sprinkles that I'm gonna use. Yes, that looks so cute. So you guys, thanks for watching my video today. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make these treats. And Indy, who's not very happy, and I wish you a very Merry Christmas and hope you're getting into the holiday spirit and hope you have a good, happy, jolly month of December, right? She's like, put me down, please. If you guys want to see more cooking videos like this and stuff like that, DIY craft stuff, let me know. If you have any requests, leave those in the comments below. And thanks for watching. Bye.